What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new demo of a title called Mandragora. The last time we checked out this game, it was like a year ago, and the developers fired it on over, which was very kind of them. Apparently, they've got a new demo ready to go, and so they fired it over to us first, because they're just kind and generous like that. If you've never seen Mandragora before, Mandragora is an action RPG that has some really good animation work, some really rad texture and lighting work, and the game just looks utterly fantastic. I think it's going to make a splash when it lands. In this title, you are an Inquisitor, and I'm not super sure if we're being punished or if we're being disposed of, but we're like an Inquisitor that has manifested like magic powers, and now we've basically been sent on like a suicide mission with a bunch of people threatening to come hunt us down if we fall to the powers of darkness. And so off and away we go into the giant spooky forest full of particulate matter floating through the air, lodging itself in our noses, giving us sharp boogers, and generally making us feel unpleasant. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description. The game's not out yet, you can't play any demos yet, but it is available for wish listing. It does exist inside. What is that little thing right there, dude? What is that, like a bat or something? Can I hit it? There we go. Smack it in the face. You can still go wish list it just in case this seems like the kind of title that you're interested in. I think fans of things like Dead Cells, but they want something a little bit slower and a little bit heavier feeling. Not necessarily slower, I guess. If you're a fan of Dead Cells style gameplay, but you always wanted something a little bit heavier, a little bit slower, and something a little bit more contemplative rather than dashing all over the place doing ninja moves and like teleporting and stuff, this might be a good look, because this definitely oh, there's two of them. Oh no, shoot them with fire. Fireball! Okay, yep, don't like any of the things that are happening here. I've got so little stamina. On top of that, while looking down below in my description, just in case you wanted to hang out with me more, and also live so that I can respond to the things that you're saying, because I almost never get a chance to crawl through YouTube comments, you can do that. I've got a Twitch stream down there. I'm live almost every single day of the week. There's this weird phenomena that happens almost every single stream where someone pops in and is like, oh, dude, I remember you from like 2015. I didn't know you streamed. And then I've been saying it at the beginning of every video for like the last 2 years. I would like to cure that malady, and I'm just not sure how to do it. So I'm going to keep shouting it out even harder. Let's play some Mandragora. Look at that. Reassembly, Reparo. That's what I did right there. That was a little bit of that Harry Potter wizard magic I've been hearing so much about. We do have skills here. There are also new menus that did not exist inside of the last demo that we played. Much larger talent tree right here that we can play around with. And in fact, it looks like there's more of them too. If you take a look at the top, it looks like there are different talent trees. Like this is a fire talent tree, but there is distinctively a purple tree and a red tree up above that I'm not quite sure how to transition in between. Maybe it's not available yet inside this demo, but it feels to me like there's gonna be a fair bit of customization available here. What's going on with this big old wagon over here, dude? What's up with you, man? She's gone. Oh, that's a really nice portrait. I like that right there.
My Astrid! The beast came out from nowhere, scared her so much she broke her reins, and ran off with that massive warg on her heels. Without her, my cart's not going far, and there's nothing I can do. Please, just find the beast. I chased her down the road, and I doubt it will stop with just her.
Bro, look at the size of you and look at the size of me. Goliath? How about we send the Philistine over there to deal with it instead of David? Look at the size of this guy. His elbows are as big as my head, and he's sending me off to handle this problem? Bro, I'm like 5'4". Look at me right now. You're gonna send me off to do this quest, to go hunt a giant, kill the beast. All right, whatever, man. I feel like you're the better candidate. You look bigger than me, stockier than me, you know, chunkier than me. You seem like you could take a good scuffing. Whereas, like, for me personally, oh, it's gonna fly over their heads via 2D animation. Yeah. I may have gotten a little overly aggressive right there with my attack. Fireball! 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 There we go. Hadouken! Hadouken! We gotta do the old Hadouken. Like, the new Hadouken's whack, bro. Where he's like, Hadouken! And he, like, says it super fast. They gotta fix that, man. I'm from the Street Fighter 2 days where we drew our Hadoukens out, all right? We got, like, the OU right there. We put some emphasis, some emphasis on it. Hadouken! Like, we let that thing hang when we were firing out because we wanted our fireball. Dude, what is that? Is that a rift in time and space? Why would that be in the middle of the Lord's Woods? Oh, yeah, dude, that's a big critter right there. He's got kind of like a rat-like thing going on. Does he like fireballs? Oh, no, dude, my fireballs lack the... Ow! Okay, apparently he can Ow! Okay. Let's just, like, calm down a little bit. I'm going to drink a health potion once I learn all of the things that you do. Okay, all right, he does, like, a charge thing, and he lowers his head before he does it, and that right there makes... the crazy rings of fire spawn. Gotcha. Just gotta find some openings here. And if we can find one or two, oh, he's got a clapback too. Okay, okay, he's also got that little attack right there. He has a number of attacks that we need to pay attention. I'm just gonna bonk him real quick. No, don't light me on fire, dude. Okay, all right, I have no stamina left. I don't know, this warg over here, dude. He's looking a little bit chunkier than... Oh, God. Dude, this is taking an awful lot of hits. Ow! I've been lit on fire again. All right, all right, all right. Left trigger and X. What does that do? It did something. I don't know what it did. They didn't tell me about that button push. Maybe it, like, weakened him or something, or put some kind of, like, thingy on him? I don't know. I'm just going to keep jumping through him until I feel like it's safe to get... Oh, never mind. I got vaporized by flames. As one does. Let's take another slap at this old wolf boss here. Okay. Fireballs on the ground. Definitely kind of desecrating the soil. Tried to get me with the little head bump right there. Tried to get me with the little bite. And I think I've got your number, Wolfman. He's got a lot of HP, though, so we're going to have to work this jaw for, like, a considerably long amount of time. There's also not a bunch of, like, huge gaps in here, so it's not going to be super... I mean, maybe I'm just missing it. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the arbiter of all good gameplay, but you've got enough room to get, like, 2 good chops in a lot of the time. And I think if you try to stick it out further than that, you're going to have a bad time. And that meter does not move a whole lot on 2 chops. So we'll just kind of cruise, we'll let him do his thing, but we've already got his patterns figured out, so like this one should pretty much be knocked out. Taking a look though, it's a very active battlefield. Like if you look at the background and what they have going on with this fight right here, like they've got parallaxed art in the background to give it depth. They've got some kind of like yak or some kind of like weird goat back there that's just like munching on something. You would think that like a muskox probably wouldn't want to be around a... Oh, maybe that was the muskox thing that I was supposed to be rescuing for what's his name. I thought he was talking about a woman, but I guess that's like a muskox or something. I don't know. I guess he wasn't talking about his wife or whatever. Huh. Just kind of dawned on me, I guess. I thought we were doing like a damsel in despair, but instead this time around it looks like we were actually securing someone's most sentimental of yaks. All yaks are painful to lose, but the yak that has sentimental value, that's the one that really stings down to your core when it goes missing on you. We're well into a phase 2 here. It looks like he's just got like that new little hop right there, but honestly it's telegraphed pretty well. So I don't think it's gonna be that big of a problem to work my way around. Like, I'm not seeing anything new yet. Just that one little hop. Yeah, that guy right there. Okay, yeah, I think it's pretty much just like sweep and clear from here. This should be... Oh, caught... Okay, that's fine. I didn't want him to feel bad about himself. I had to let him get a hit in because, like, he's kind of like a dog. So, you know, I like dogs. I'm a dog person. I didn't want to make a dog feel sad. You gotta let him get a couple chops in. It's kind of like when I rescue with my lab. Like, he weighs like 100 pounds, but, you know, sometimes I'll pretend to lose to him. Like, I'll put him like a doggy chokehold, but then he'll roll around. I'll be like, ah, you got me, and I'll roll over, and he'll, like, fake bite on my neck, and I'm just like, ah, you got me, I'm dead. Like, sometimes you gotta let him have it, you know what I mean? Just for the betterment of canine morale around, so that they really believe in themselves when the burglars break in and the dogs need to save you. Woo! There we go. Man, that was a long boss fight right there. Maybe reduce the HP a little bit. That one was starting to feel like in the first phase, and well, the second phase went faster than the first phase. The first phase felt like I was just kind of waiting for openings, but we got it on like the second or third try. That's not too bad. I'll take it. You know, I haven't lost my reflexes that much. It's gonna be okay out sure. So let's go. Where do I go? Is it the magic rift over here? Is that where I go? Oh, I gotta go back and, oh, cutscene placeholder. Fantastic. So it looks as though after the cutscene, we now have access to maybe, I don't know, he set up like an entire shop over here. Yeah, we can trade and we can craft with him. It's a good thing that I checked because the cutscene just like went to black and then came back. So I'm guessing that's just a chunk that they haven't implemented or isn't done yet. It looks like over here we do have some kind of item upgrading system. It looks like if we have money and if we have copper bars and leather and things of that nature, we can take our equipment and we can refine it and make it stronger. It also looks like we can take copper ore and coal over here if we had any money, but I actually don't know how much cash I have on me right now. I have 307 bucks on me right now. Can I interact with any of these other crafting stations right here? It doesn't look like I can interact with any of the other little crafting areas as of right now. So I don't think I can turn like the copper ore, for example, into like copper bars so that I can then, you know, upgrade my weapons like I was looking for. We can, however, buy grinding stones, which will give us 10% more damage. That's nice. We've got copper ore over there. We've got coal over here, and he's got like an infinite amount of it. Maybe I'll just buy like 5 of those. I am playing with a controller right now, by the way. The game does not have fully implemented PC controls yet. The developers apologized, but they still wanted to show off their demo. So they said, oh, we can craft it over here. Okay. So we can make the bars over on this side, or we can just chat with the guy. It looks like we can also offload like any of the equipment or anything that might not be useful. Oh, I had mana potions too. It's kind of rad. Increases your armor by 10 for 3 hits. That probably would have been useful to use. Okay. I'm going to have to dig through all the keybinds and whatnot and figure out how to use all these consumables. It looks like it does not pause the game while I'm inside of that menu. So it looks like it's going to be like one of those preparatory things that you want to do beforehand rather than later. Yeah, it looks like we use them from inside of our inventory right there. So now I have 3 hits where I'll take a lot less damage when somebody's trying to take chops at me. It says go to Wickham in the west. I'm going to go east, though, and check that spot. It won't let me go east, so that was actually a really easy investigation. I'm an explorer. When the game tells me to go west, you should assume that I'm going to go east, just to see if they squirreled away like an extra life or something else like that. You have no idea the amount of loot, one-ups, extra power-ups, and things I've found over the course of my gaming career since the early 90s, late 80s, just by going the opposite of the direction that the game tells me to go. If it tells you to go in like a weird direction, don't go in that direction. Doesn't look like I can go that way either. And right shoulder button isn't letting me go inside that cave right there. So I think I've just got to kind of like transfer up this way. Do a little bit of the old Assassin's Creed action. And see where that leads me. It hath led me to an even mistier, even more spooky area of the forest. It's okay though, because I've got my cool guy helmet and hood on right now. You know, I got my medieval shiesty on, so I'm ready to go. I thought, dude, I swear to God, I thought that bridge was going to break, dude. That's such a video game trope thing. What is this guy? Is he like a ghoul? I think he is a ghoul. Oh, I can aim the fireball, too. Well, that's kind of cool. No stagger on the fireball, though, so we'll have to be careful about that in the future. We got some light leather off of the ghoul. That thing definitely doesn't look sinister. What you doing, man? You want to fight me? Because I have no problem punching you in the back of the head. Love these animations. Loving the fidelity that we're seeing right there. I don't know if you noticed during the wolf boss fight, but like there was a lot of interesting things going on there with the way that they chose the animations to specifically hit certain parts of the player because it would make the hit feedback look better. So like when he did his head charge, if you notice, they lined up the animation perfectly with the middle of the character's spine when he flips around and he goes kind of like concave when he gets hit. they lined that up on purpose. Like, that was done with like an animator's eye right there so that it looks good, so that the wolf's head impacts with the spot on your character where the curvature of his back is maximized. Good stuff right there. Those are the little things that I look for when I'm previewing games. And I'm super happy that they gave us like a new demo here with like new content. Like, this thing happens all the time and I always feel guilty about it. But developers will fire over like back-to-back sort of demos and whatnot. Yeah, just shoot some fireballs at them, I guess, just to space them. The spacing did not work the way I wanted it to right there. They'll fire off like 6 months later, like a demo that's the same demo that they put out previously, but with like 6 more minutes of content at the end of the demo. That right there doesn't work for me. I just can't really do anything with that. I can't hype people up off that, so I'm glad to see that they've actually given us an entirely different section of the game to play. What is that thing? What is it doing? Oh god, okay, bad things are happening right here. I'm beginning to get that corner trap by Blanca feeling. It's kind of a bummer that the fireball doesn't stagger people. It really should. It looks like it has impact, and then when you bop it off on somebody, you expect them to like flinch or be like, ah, I'm on fire, and then they just power through it. Like, no. Fire hath no power here. Fire doth not dissuade the powerful necromancy being. Bah! Get you out of the air too, so that you're not annoying me anymore with your existence. I'm gonna guess that falling down there has some kind of consequence that I don't want to run into. We've got some wood. That's cool. Maybe it's like fear wood, because now wouldn't be the time that I personally would select to do that. But is there fall damage? I gotta test it. We look okay. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't drain my health from what I can tell. Ow, he had a follow-up. I don't know if he had the follow-up before. I was trying to get a bonk off right there and stagger him before he clawed me. It looks like there's a cool little flower down here. Yeah, dude, calendula. I'll take a calendula. No fall damage from that height, which was nice to see. Oh, there's another spot up there. How do I get to that? Maybe I get a double jump or something pretty soon and they want me to come back and backtrack. I bet that's what it is. Dude, nothing good is going to happen to me down here. Yeah, dude, they played like a scary, like, blah noise. They did like the Inception thing. That, like, guarantees something's going to try to, like, jump out and, like, oogie boogie grab me. Yeah, it looks like they go immune to getting smacked after a couple of bonks. So you got to be careful about it. It looks like you get, like, a courtesy bonk on, like, the first hit where it staggers them, but no more bonks after that until a cooldown is what it looks like to me. Yeah, you get, like, a freebie bonk right there, and then it looks like it's got, like, a little bit of a cooldown. Just finish him off, I guess. They're not dropping any looties for me, man. Was so excited about my looties, too. That guy's going to try to do... Yeah, I was going to say he's going to do something underhanded. There's a secret right there. I saw it. I was going to say, I saw part of my body clip behind the collision right here. I'm sorry, not even clip behind the collision, but I noticed my body did not clip because I jumped from a little bit too far inwards. And I was like, wait, my hand is inside the wall right now. And, like, the rest of this game has been really high quality. So I'm willing to bet that that's not just, like, a collision oversight. It's a secret-y secret. And then we got ourselves some linen cloth right there. Somebody's old underpants. And so, oh, there's a door. Oh, well, that solves that problem. I got a little bit nervous, like I didn't want to adventure inside of a new area without, like, a stack of potions. And so I got scared for a second. There we go. Reassemble that bad boy. Let's do it. How do I get my potions back? I have questions. So I can level up. Yeah, I'd like to level up, sure. We'll level up to the level of tres. There it is. Uno, dos, und tres. And then y tres. You know, I was mixing it up right there. I was trying out something new. It does look like we have talent points or something right now. So we are currently in the heretic tree, I guess. It looks like we can get +1 to our knowledge right there, which increases mana. It looks like we can increase our power right there. We can also increase our endurance. That has felt like a problem to me. I feel like I definitely do not have enough endurance. So I'm going to go for endurance. I'm going to go for more HP as well. And then what does that do? It gives us vigor. All right, well, I'm all out of talents for the moment. But I did get my health potions back. So it looks like when you reassemble the shrine, you don't get your health potions back. You only get the health potions back if you interact with the menu behind the altar after having done it. Who is this guy right here? Okay, all right. He doesn't seem to like fire. Ow! I don't like being clawed in the face with a knife. Does that death animation change if I hit him from the front instead of from behind? Let's find out. I'm going to try to finish this guy from the front. It does. It changes the animation depending on whether you finish him off from the front or from the back. Nice. That guy's now down. Lots of cool little, just tons of little details here. Like, I'm struggling to soak it all in. This game is kind of like Trine when it first dropped, or this game is kind of like Children of Morta when it first dropped. There's so many of these little details just to be observed. What is that? Oh. I can drop through it. Oh, okay. Ow, he powered through on me, man. You think I would have learned, but I'm just going to disintegrate him with fire. What's inside of here? It was glowing orange. It better be treasure. A flawed citrine and a coalesced essence. All right. Doesn't look like I can craft on the fly. Oh, that gives me more XP. Okay. Fair enough. It sounds like actually this might be... Yeah, later on you're going to walk underneath this and wonder how you get the treasure up here. I do like the existence of secrets. I'm a big secret finder. I'm the kind of kid that when I played Doom 1 and Doom 2, I walked around entire levels just being like, Gersh! Against every single wall, finding every single secret, playing levels over and over and over again until I had 100%. To this day, I can still find most of the secrets in Act 1 every single time. Oh, I thought I could get him before he shot me. Did he die? I think he fell. I think the enemies take fall damage. Yeah, he did. The enemies take fall damage just like we do. Good. That pleases me. The rules should be good for everybody. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. That's just good gameplay design right there. Oh, that was a little scary. Okay. I may have gotten a little... Oh, he's too high up. Hold on. We got it. Let's drag him down, maybe. Will they come down here? There we go. Got that one. The aerial combat's a little clunky. It takes a little bit of, like, getting used to. Like, you got to kind of, like, feel it out. Because, like, normally what a game would do is there'd be, like, a little bit of a lunge when you trigger the aerial attack. Or there'd be, like, a down lunge to it, like a stomp almost. This game does not have that. You kind of just float evenly for the duration of the entire swing. And the swing doesn't really particularly have a whole lot of flick from the elbow or the shoulder in it. And so it's kind of just like, woof, like you've got to kind of just like ride it. It's going to take some, that's not a complaint. I'm just saying you got to kind of like get used to it, I guess. Okay, fair. I thought maybe he would grab the ledge down there, but there was no glowy on it. I guess there's nothing that stops me from just like fireballing those little dudes since I have like full aim. So I might as well, right? I thought that I was jumping for the lower one. We're definitely not going to make that one over there, but I did notice over on this side, while I was looking, there was also, like, climb spots up top right there. And so I was hoping I could kind of jump off the ladder and grab it, but I guess my vertical's not going to be good enough. I guess I just jump and grab this guy right here. I didn't see the lower glowy part. I was trying to do it like a dumb way, I guess. Oh, that guy's got a big-ass shield. So I'm guessing we kind of have to, like, jump through him. Okay, he's got some weight to him, too, but he's not too hard to get around. He does have a chin on him, though. The man does not want to die. Lots and lots of HP on this turd Ferguson. All right, let's get him. There we go. He's now down. We grab all the nickels out of his pockets, because that's just how we bang out here in these Wickham streets. Yeah. I'm going to do this with no questioning whatsoever. And then I think if we drop left... Ow! Okay, wooden coal. A buckler diagram. Fair. If we die over here on this jump, I was going to say it's going to be deeply upsetting because that means my soul is going to be on that ledge right there. And then I got to fight my way back through the entire level just to get my soul. That's one of those, like, terminal points in a Dark Souls level where you really don't want to die. Like, you learn to wreck. I've played a lot of Dark Souls games at this point, and one thing I've learned that there's always, like, those tricky spots, those trouble spots in a lot of the levels and whatnot. Oh, I like the blood in the foreground right there when he died, because they knew you wouldn't be able to see the blood on the ground because it's blocked by the actual viewpoint. They made it spatter onto the outside of it, which is kind of cool. Once again, very, very interesting observation on the part of the developers. I am going to drink you. I need some manas. There we go. There's going to be a boss at the end of this mayhem. And that wolf boss, while not incredibly difficult, was pretty chunky for a first boss, which is now making me feel nervous. Save point. Okay, what are you up to, game? What are you up to right now? Games only do stuff like this when they're up to something. A little bit nervous about my safety. I mean, I could level up to level 4, I guess. Might as well get the currency out of my pocket, man, lest I lose it. What does Vigor do? It increases my resistance to poison, fall damage. I get some more stamina regen. That's really nice. I'd like to have that. That sounds good. Oh, I can get a defensive mode, too. Let's go back to the caravan and see if we've got anything that we can upgrade here. Because I did want to play around with the upgrade system before I kind of, like, let you guys off the hook. So let's talk to this guy real fast. I could give him the diagram for a buckler. Oh, and it levels him up, too, so he's got his own progression levels that he's playing around with. It does look like it costs a little money to get this done. But now we have, like, 7 copper ingots, and it looks like we are available to upgrade some things. We just need a lot more gold. The other option is we could make a buckler over there. It looks like these guys right here would increase our attack power, and they would increase our defense and our constitution as well. Looks like we have poise that we have to worry about, too. Let's go for the shield, I guess. We'll get the shield done, and we'll throw it into our... So if I go with a shield, what does the shield do for me? It just gives me, like, a parry power? Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Okay. So it gives me, like, a little bit of, like, a parry bash that I can play around with. Just in case you're one of those players that's, like, focused on perfection. You like to do that kind of stuff and be good at the game. I never do parrying. I almost always do dodging in games like this because I'm just not good at it. Like, I can never quite find the window, but maybe we'll try to play around with an enemy or something over here. Yeah, come fight me, bro. Oh, he's just gonna, like, put down, like, a barricade? He's not actually gonna swing? Okay. Oh, he's got a parry, too. Alright. Oh, parry's actually pretty generous in this one because I was pretty obviously early on that one. Alright. This is kind of like a thing that needs to be resolved sooner rather than later. That's what I think. Alright, we'll get in behind him. We'll smush him up a little bit. I tried to get the parry off right there, but it didn't go. That one did. Oh, there's just... With 2 of them stacked, I can't figure out if you get, like, an execution or anything when you parry somebody. So we're going to need one of them to die before we can test it. I've also used up all my potions fiddling with the parry system. Oh, I was facing the wrong way. I just want to parry one guy. That's all that I want. Is just one parry on... Oh, you can't dodge past. It counts as a... Huh. Interesting. So what threw me for a loop there, if you were wondering, is that when they have their shield down, you can't dodge past them either. See if I can just pull one. There we go. If you can't beat them with skill, beat them with cheese. That's what Splat always says. It looks like you do not get like a execution animation or anything when you go to give these guys the old slappities after getting like a perfect parry on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cornball this out And we're just going to jump through both of them when and where we can in order to get free hits. And since I don't have my ranged attack right now, there's not going to be much more that I can pull off there. One down. That works out. This is kind of like hectic for what I'd consider like a mook fight, but they've got so much HP, man. Like if it only took like 3 or 4 thumps to get them. What's in here? Oh, you can climb down the well. Fantastic. Definitely nothing dubious down here. It's probably going to lead back to that passage that connected with the sewer, would be my guess. This is actually kind of like a chunky demo, oddly enough. I've been out here like waiting for it to end, and it hasn't ended yet. It's just continued to go. Pretty cool stuff. Now, they've said that this is a Gamescom demo. I don't know if they're only showing, it wasn't in the email and it wasn't in the little document they included that I thumbed through before I started playing. They didn't say if this demo was going to be available on Steam or if this is only going to be available for the people on the Gamescom floor. But seeing as we're coming up on what is normally the duration of one of my videos here, I'll just say I'm impressed by it. I was impressed by the last demo. I continue to be impressed. This is rapidly becoming one of those games that's like not breaking any paradigms with its with its Dark Souls inspired trappings, but it is a game where everything is done impeccably inside of that framework. It's very clear that the developers have put a lot of work into this title, just making it look and feel really great and have just really impressive animations and like really fun stuff to play around with. And so anyways, my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile and fall into a pit of spikes. I will see you all tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. But up until then, man, Mandragora, they keep putting out banger demos. I guess my only complaint is that everything seems to be a little bit HP soaky. I think like 20% less HP on most things would make the game feel a little bit better, looking at the size of like our death stick that we're hitting people with. But I guess other than that, man, I've been having a good time with it. I'll catch y'all later. Take care, folks, and that's all I got for you.